Okay, I just tried out for Who Wants to Be the Spy Who Confesses to One All-American Shitbag. Nice guy, not the brightest bulb in the bunch. Yeah, okay, that pretty much describes Teofrio. I mean, he's a nice guy, yeah, unless you're married to him and you have a kid with him, and then he turns on some crazy dime bag or whatever, and then he thinks that you're the enemy, and then he gets all paranoid and, right, yeah, well, see, I'm not from around here, so you shitbag puppets change in front of my face all the time, and I am the only one who seems to ever realize it. It's really part of my case against you all right, okay, so, anyway, so I just said to Teofrio, I'm like, okay, so, because I was talking about my father, I had to tell him that my father was fucking asshole today, pushed up against me, and it was real, whatever, he's like, don't push him. I was like, right, yeah, okay, so how do I get him to not touch my nose with his nose and my belly with his belly? And he's like, no, Nicole, you don't understand. He's like, Jason has been counseling the two of them, meaning my mother and my father, about senior abuse. SENIORABUSE. You mean the child that fucking hated her parents so much, she literally had the lowest page count, PAGE, in the entire fucking Alexandria library, the Legend and the Hall of Fame, the Valhalla Library, that one, right. She had the lowest, I mean, every time this kid spoke when she was a kid, that'd be me, it was, God, are you listening? Do you know what, I have to tell you what Linda just did to me. No, they said that I have to call in everything, so I have a Fisher-Price plastic phone. It's not like the Bell Atlantic ones the adults use, but it'll have to do for us and our account. Swear to God, that's how it was in my third or fourth Reich bedroom, waiting for fucking help to arrive via, Vatican and boarding school with some Secret Service agents to get the fuck out of Crazy Town. I was like, I'll just hide in my bedroom and wait. 42 fucking years later. So I'm the senior abuser, really? Because they were the child molesters when I was younger. So which way you gonna run on that stupid fuck? And I don't have violent tendencies. Not in this version. I'm tuned down. I'm in mild mode. MILD. There's a reason for that. When you come up on they have to pull you out of deep sea fishing territory where you have an extra you that just appears with the Zybin Oct program, where they have to pair, and the good old guys that always try to get somewhere but never get there in time, because the ender always gives the wrong directions apparently, and they're just a little off course, right? Yeah, nobody ever figures out how that works. I mean, she's the ender. How did you not get, I mean, there's an Iber and an Uber. They're less important scheduling, and if there's a conflict, the epsilon ender always gets priority. How did you not get there in time? Why is it always a bloody fucking mess? And then a real bad score on what do I tell him? Yeah, imagine how scheduling and the booking agent is going to feel at militia level when they have to do safety checks and you guys are always failing. Just one couple though. Right, that's going to be a problem for you in the future, just saying. So then they were like, wait a minute, no, it's not us, it's him and her. What, I mean, why is he putting her in these situations anyway? What, to make extra money? An extra, commission check from, the royal whatever? Not on, you go to the scenes, right, and, special, police patrolman places, you see what the scenery... Yeah, okay, maybe you need to read the rest of the other end of that file if they weren't locked up in, Vatican tight chamber somewhere in, a parody, because you don't want to, tell them what's really going on surface Earth. So you have them, arguing sexual pornographic files as if it was a father and a daughter touching each other. What? Oh, it's fucking gross. Why did Philip and Elizabeth get into my fucking Starfleet files and security network anyway? Couldn't their shit be kept down and just go fucking execute them? What the fuck? Listen to me. I own Greystone pebbles and cobblestones. This is a marble. There's only one. It's one sun solar with two, and then it comes by three for Neptune. Got it? Great. So now why, when that is the case, why is it then that you bring him for one extra special so you can actually see what you guys see because he wasn't getting it, and then when you pull her out of the sea and like you see them interact, now all of a sudden it's a whole nother world because it is like empathy from the Epsilon team. I'm sitting mild MILD delta in a gamma field as V, but there's no help. There's no Niklaus. There's no, if you want, genetic marker, genetic scorer. I don't know what you want to call him. I mean, we have our own twin engine language when we get together. Why am I left in the Fidelis in a delta gamma field as alpha? When somebody rips the bull's tits off and throws the tits into somebody else's fucking habitat, and then they mutilate and murder her, or like disgusting things to her, and by the time you get there in your special operation whatever in superheroes, just so they have eyes on the tits, and then you get explained to the bull, and then they have to pull another one of her out of however that fucking happens in eternal flames of two people, a king and queen that just want to be together and don't want to have like mass mutilation and murder on their account and then be held up by humans. You're floating on one marble. I don't need anything living on this marble because I have cobblestones and pebbles worth of ownership in genetic importance. And I was thrown here, and for some reason, my king is unable to get his tits sewn back on his one bull cock. And that's where the Oct and the Zyben belong. For security purposes, amongst other things, you don't even know how your own fucking world works. It's really, really scary. No, there really is a pair of tits. There really is a really strong, handsome bull, and he likes her tits touching his bull. So that's how that started in special area, like Jock Op, Jock, for like, before like semen became SEIMEN. Are we going to have to say that now? Because it used to be SEAMAN. Can we just have new words like in English? I mean, this is getting really like, we're respectable men, but now we're sounding, when I hear people, like, it's taken away from our like importance. Like, why are they doing this? Yeah, they're not doing it to you. I'm telling you right now, because you don't want to be in a mild field with delta and in a gamma position going, help me! And everybody's like, yeah, no, we're busy, we're good. Cell phones, some really important watches, some cars. Oh my God, the cars! And the shipping, and like no police patrolman being safe at any time, and memories just being erased, and lives being reshuffled. That was way more important, so men could go to the moon and play on computers and rewire the entire world network of stupid, like into like more fucking useless stupid and like scary ways, and then they argue with you, and then you're like, oh, it's like we live in two different worlds. Yeah, no, you still live on the same marble though. We have to lose all of their level stupid. I'm good. I'm always a Delta Gamma girl. I'm in mild position. I need to get the fuck off. And so whatever you gotta do, rip a band-aid off, go right fuck ahead. I don't care if what it's got underneath it. It's not one of us. We're good. Now, what fucking takes you all so long? Because I really didn't need the Jason Romer idiot. Oh, right. I'm going back to like the other story. Yeah. So I tell Tia Frito to his face. I'm like, so listen, Tia Frito. I was like, Jason's senior killer. I was like, good. You know what? You're going to be my witness. I was like, just so you know, I was like, Jason worked for this guy named Sanjay. Sanjay just happens to have started a company with a Wang, they pronounce it Wong apparently, on Long Island in New York called a Computer Associates. Tie-in with something in like China dynasty elsewhere. He borrowed some credit. I mean, for me, I know it's the national debt, but whatever. I'm not going into conspiracy theories. So this is the actual. So he borrowed money or credit somehow with some tie-in to why are the Indians, like, no, the dark Punjabi kind of ones, and then the fucking venereal disease Chinese, Korean kids all over the fucking place. They all have money. Right, yeah, okay, so here it is. So the two of them came over here in New York illegally, started this fucking company with some credit that they don't have with me or with anybody. I was like, and now New York is having a management problem as the Empire State. And Auntie's like, and I was like, and so now Jason, who worked for Sanjay, oh my god, yeah, and like went and he had an IBM laptop that was a military grade computer. He learned how to code shopping carts, and he worked as Pravadika on porn websites, designing them and whatever for the same company in Melville. Eddie Olivier, I know you were there too, although you hide it from Rosa. Don't want her to know. Right, got it. You're a good, respectable kid. Sure. Tell the police that. All right, so anyway, I was like, okay, so you following me, Tia Frio? And he's like, wow. He's like, you know what? He's like, you might actually know some things. I go, Tia Frio, I said, I am the head of the SSIA, Intelligence Network, Tia Frio. You ever heard anything about it? He's like, yeah. I'm like, great. I was like, that's where I come from. I've been doing it since I was a little kid for national security. Problem is, they shipped in on some faulty credit the fucking Sanjay and Wang kid, and then all of a sudden, I can't get commission. I got decommissioned apparently, because nobody fucking comes around and so I was like, I don't know how to get paid from either Cuomo or whoever else pays commission for being intelligent in the state of New York. And so he was like, right. He was like, oh. He goes, actually, he's like, you know, he goes, that makes a lot of sense about you. And I'm like, well, thank God I finally put it together for you. And then I just walked out. I'm like, I'm going to get my coffee. I'll see you later.